Pike's pushed more and forward up ahead. He's got out of line. It's now Pike going to have a go at Werrell. Don't push him off. He's in the championship fight. Jack Werrell chasing down Carl Jacklin. Further down, Rob Williams and Chris Barnes.
Sensational run outside line now though for the heavy braking zone. Around the outside goes the Audi R8.
Look how much Miller's caught back into play. Exactly. Miller's still such trouble. He's left on second and change. All of a sudden, Miller's back in play.
To the back end of Phil Jocelyn, so there's been a lot of movers and shakers in this first 2 laps here for race.
Absolutely serious racing league. Everybody's allowed to have fun. Yeah,
It's all about the entertainment, so I hope
everybody is enjoying themselves out there in the chat. We know that Ron is been enjoying himself watching the Burger King machines off into the grass a little bit there as they're really bunching up now.
Coming down, does he have it? He's going to get it.
He's on the outside line though, going into the fastest corner on the circuit. Surely this can't work.
Dominic Ligner has got a sensational run outside line now though for the heavy braking zone. Around the outside goes the Audi R8.
Look how much Miller's caught back into play. Exactly. Miller's still such trouble. He's left on second and change. All of a sudden, Miller's back in play.
Can Barry do it? Big Barry's going to do it. Big Barry! Good morning and welcome, or good evening, or good afternoon, really, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to the Sunday Drive Racing Round 3 live from Imola. I am James Parfitt, and I will be here guiding you through all the action this evening. Unfortunately, we've got no Dean Biggles here with me, who normally comes along and joins in with the Sunday Drive Racing fun, but unfortunately is not here today at the moment. So thank you so much for joining me. Welcome in Rail Tova and Charles Ho as well. Much love to you. What we'll do is keep you up to date with the standings. This is the driver standings at the moment. Eric Chu is topping the season standings with 34 points, with Sego Ma on 26 and Eric Dong on 26 as well. The Sharknado 1-2 there, with Tony Rodriguez down in 4th, Alex Shen in 5th, JB Alcabar 6th, Chris Rosales in 7th, Rob Dong 8th, Nick Showalter 9th, and Jack Wishmeyer down in 10th place. In the team standings, it is Sharknado out in front with Animal Style and the Dong Experience in 2nd and 3rd. Team Mystery Flavor in 4th, U-Haul Racing 5th, Circuit Sprint 6th, Canyon Spec Engineering Limited in 7th, Barwell Motorsport 8th, Kevin and Guyan Racing in 9th, and Jenna Racing in 10th place. We are just in qualifying at the moment here at Imola as well, guys. If you've not raced at Imola, it is an absolute incredible circuit, one that people do enjoy racing on, others maybe not so much, but at the end of the day, this is what they've got to do, and this is how they've got to go and do it as well. 5 minutes left of qualifying. Thank you so much for joining me if you are here as well. Much love to you for either being up very, very early or staying up very, very late here. I think that's the thing with this wonderful league that we do here as well. It's either really early for some or really late for others, and for me it's just really, really early. It is currently about 5:10 in the morning for myself here, so hopefully you're all going to enjoy this one, as it is a nice early one for some people and a late one for others. But we've got 4.5 minutes of qualifying leading us off. We do have some pros and AMs here, and currently at the moment we've got Alex Shen out in front with a 1:41.822, with Tony Rodriguez sitting in 3rd, with Eric Chu in 2nd. Now you can see Chris Rosales currently down in 9th, is improving on his time at the moment. He's about 0.7 seconds up here, and we'll see how he is getting on as he comes down into the Ravata double left-hander, of course, round turns 17 and 18 here for Chris. So he will go left at 1, and there is rain on the board there. It looks like they're going to be having rain here today as well, and for Chris Rosales, what is that going to do on his time as he's coming down the right-hander now over the start-finish line? And what will Chris Rosales be able to put onto the board? It was a 1:42.912. No improvements by the time he got to the end there as well. I'm wondering if the people that went out earlier on, before it started raining, have managed to get the better end of the stick there, because obviously they've got a little bit drier of a track, and we'll see. Keep an eye on the times currently as well and see what they look like in conjunction with the rain. Chris Rosales is down about 1.5 seconds at the moment, so clearly the rain has taken effect on him. Most people have decided that they're going to jump back into the pits. Alex Shen 1:41.822 here as well, and he is currently out in front. No improvements on his time, so I'm probably thinking that the rain may be having an effect. And unfortunately for these guys, they are all going to bow into the pits now, as that looks like, to be honest with you, the cars are going to call the end of qualifying. There's no real improvements. You've got people in the pits: Eric Chu, Eric Dong, and Nick Showalter. Now we can give you up a bit of a session for what we've got ahead of us now. We've got a 1-hour race, no mandatory pit stops. Tyres and refueling are allowed. The stewarding done after the race weekend conclusion following the races. Weather forecast is cloudy, high of 32 degrees, low of 21 degrees. There is a 51% chance of light to medium rain. Well, we can clearly see that that's happening already. Teams of up to 3 drivers as well. Any driver classifications are pro and AMs. Open car choice within the teams. Best result in either driver classification counts towards team points. Worst points for the season dropped for drivers' overall results. Drivers from 1st to 15th. 1 point for fastest lap of the race. First will get 16, second 14, 13, third 13, fourth 12, fifth 11, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 after that as well. So it's they've got a lot on the board at the moment here for them to be able to basically contend with. And Sharknado with Alex Lee, Eric Chu and Sego Ma. Of course, Eric Chu is leading the drivers' standings at the moment as well, so we can't ever count out Eric here this evening, because, you know, well, he's leading the championship for a reason, right? We definitely can't count him out on this one. Arthur Chu is out on track as well. It looks like the rain is coming down now, and it's looking like it's coming down quite heavily here as well. It's not as heavy as we have seen, don't get me wrong. You know, we've been to some racetracks and it's been like an absolute storm over the last few seasons. So for these guys here as well, it's going to be tough, I think. Some are used to the rain, some are not. So let's see how they go here and see what happens here as well. Right, we've got about 37 seconds of quali. So we will be able to bring you up the grid once this ends, and we'll be able to show you who and what is where and who is where on the grid here as well. We've just got to wait for the session to finish, and then we'll be able to bring you up that qualifying positions at the moment. Now hopefully we'll be joined in the booth soon as well, so that'll be good. But it is after Alex Shen, who's currently sat in the pits here, just chilling out. Set the fastest lap of the race, 1:41.822 here, and Rich Lee is out on track currently here, with Arthur Chu in 11th, 16th and 17th there. We've got Raul Tova and Matt O'Dore. And then we've got another new gentleman here this evening, Moses Cervantes Cabrera as well. So Moses is in the BMW. He looks like he's got the famous Fear the Cage livery on his car as we're coming to the end of qualifying here as well. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken here, I have one Mr. Dean Biggles in the booth. Good evening for you, sir. How are you?
It is an evening, my friend. Early morning to you. Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
Monday.
Yes, Sunday Drive Racing on a Monday. It's back here as well. Round 3, of course, from Imola. We've got currently 19 cars on track. And yeah, it's just coming to the end of qualifying before we go into this 1 hour race here as well. Imola's a tough track in general, right? We know that. People don't like it, people do love it, some people hate it, some people don't. You know, it's a Marmite track for some, isn't it, really?
Yeah, you mean like Vegemite, Marmite?
Same thing.
Peanut butter jelly?
Yeah, love a bit of peanut butter jelly.
Yeah, but what about adding a little bit of rain?
Well, we've definitely got that. They've definitely put the rain down on that one. So, yeah, the rain is up.
As Millie Vanilli would say, my friend, don't blame it on the rain.
Wow.
Well, they were the ones that were also scuffed as being imposters. That one. No imposters on this track, my friend. As you said, classic Italian, pineapple on your pizza or not track, Imola. I'm not a fan of it. However, it does produce great racing action.
Yeah, it definitely does here. And yeah, well, I think we're going to see some great racing. So, you know, looking forward to this one. We'll wait for the cars to get on to the track, and we'll see what they are able to do here as well. It's going to be an interesting one, I think, from this perspective once more. So let's see how these good drivers will get on as we're just waiting for them to take to the grid here as well. So 19 cars racing down into the Tamburello, of course, which is your turn. Well, they've called it a turn 2 and 3. They've put a kink in there as well. But I think overall the racing could be somewhat... We've seen rain racing here before, Biggles. It doesn't always work out well, does it?
Well, well, yes, it's Imola, my friend. Of course. I mean, we didn't have this race in the Formula One recently due to the weather conditions, so we'll find out right now. But as we're going to get ready for the all-important qualifying session, and welcome everybody, of course, tuning in. Get through those comments as well, too, for everybody that always does love to tune in. Who are you shouting out for, and who are you liking to support?
Yeah, so let's see what happens here when we bring you up the grid very, very shortly for these guys to be able to put on a show once more for us here at Imola, and we'll be able to see how they all go around this circuit. And yeah, hopefully it should be a nice clean one, but we have got rain, so it's it may not be clean. I think Biggles. That's the term. That's the thing, isn't it? Really.
We shall find out, James.
Yeah, definitely. So let's see as we wait for the session to end here as well, and we'll see what happens once more beforehand. So we'll go from there, and hopefully we should be able to get a nice clean evening of racing, and we'll be hopefully up and running before long as well. So thanks so much again for joining us. If you are here, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the bells, and we'll yeah, you'll catch up with all the racing that's going on the JPB YouTube channel this week as well. And there is, as always, a lot of racing coming up for you once more. So you've got some MX-5, we've got some Radicals, we've got some GT4s. We have got, what else have we got? We've got late models, NASCARs, we've got Ferrari racing, we've got TCRs coming on Friday, we've got Formula 3s over the week as well, so we've got a bit of everything here as well for everybody to enjoy over the next week or so. So let's see how this one all pans out here. But first, let's get the Sunday Drive racing up and running, underway here as we're just waiting for the session to start. So yeah, bear with us for 2 seconds. Don't forget to give a shout out to whoever you're thinking about there. Charles Ho, Let's Go Rich and Gilbert. So Charles Ho here as well, and he's shouting out, of course, Rich Lee and Michael Gilbert. So there we go, and Raul Tova popped in earlier on with the whole let's go here as well. So yeah, patiently waiting for the cars to get out on track so we can then go into the qualifying session here as well. And yeah, let's see what happens here as well. Bear with us 2 seconds, guys, and we will be back shortly. Okay, guys, so bear with us for 2 seconds. As you can see there, we had finished quali, and now the session, there were session issues there for everyone, you know. So the session issues is for everyone. It's not just for Tony. I promise it is for everyone. The session wouldn't advance into the next stage, so they've had to start quali again. Now, the only difference that we've got now is, as you can see on track from where the rain initially was on quali, we've now got dry lines. So the track should be more, will be dry for these guys now in qualifying, and of course where it was raining last time. So we should see some nice, decent times here as well, and some nice close times. So there we go. Let's go Stubbs and Lewis, says Nick. Welcome in, Nick. Hope you are well here as well. Stubbs Helio is down in 17th at the moment. And who else got there? Louis or Lewis? Which one do we reckon that could be there as well? So, yeah, I didn't even know Tony had issues. Oh, well, there you go. You know, I'm not driving today, out of town for work, so no sim rig, says Charles there as well. So, Charles, thank you very much. There is your man. You know, there is Tony out on track currently at the moment, as we're just waiting for the times to come in, and hopefully we will be able to advance the session this time around as well. And then that way we can see what they're going to be able to do. Now, obviously, if there's still an issue after this, well, I'm not quite sure what we're going to do. I think Tony might have to try something completely different now as well. So let's see what they're able to do here as well. But yeah, the session issues is for everyone and not just for certain drivers. So yeah, bear with us, because obviously we're just waiting for the second quali to end here. Right, guys, so hopefully this should all be working now and it shouldn't be an issue, but we are going to find out when we get to the end of qualifying if the issue is continuing. At the moment, not entirely sure what the verdict will be after this one if it happens again here as well. So we're going to see how this works out, but Eric Chu, Alex Shen, Tony Rodriguez, Sego Ma currently out on track here, doing a 1:42.275. Eric Chu is improving again as well, so he's about 0.3 up on his time. Sego Ma about 0.4 currently here as so we're going to see what happens at the end of this session, guys. Hopefully it will advance, hopefully there won't be an issue, and hopefully we'll be able to get some racing underway here. We've got an hour's race, of course, no mandatory pit stops this time. They can go in for tyres and they can go in for fuel as well, and you know, touch wood, let's hope the session works once more, because there's nothing worse than the session. Eric Chu, fastest lap of the race, 1:42.150. So he's flying along as well, coming into Tamburello there once more. Sego Ma is another man out on track as well. And Sego there currently at the moment, he's heading off down turn 8. So let's see what happens with these guys. Now they are all going to come into the pits. What about Rich Lee? Are you out on track here? As we're just waiting. Yeah, Rich is out on track. So we'll keep an eye on Rich with Jaime Mendoza there as well. But now, guys, this is the moment of truth. We're at the end of qualifying. We now sit and wait, and hopefully we will be able to advance and get these onto the grid so we can get some racing up and running here at Imola. Right, this is the moment of truth, guys, as we do wait patiently to see if we can change sessions here. And well, if not, we'll see what is actually happening with Tony Rodriguez and the session setup as well. So just give us 2 seconds while we wait and see. Hopefully it will all work correctly and we will be up and running for the race, which will be great. But we never know, so patiently waiting. Technical issues while you are live is always a standard thing, and can happen here as well. But that's the joys of online racing. You are open to the gods of electricals and appliances and all the other fancy jazz that comes with it as well. So we have to just patiently sit and wait and try and see if it works. Hopefully it will do. If it doesn't, I'll speak to the admins and see what we are going to do here this evening as well. So give us 2 seconds while we find out, and we'll be back shortly. Oh, there we go. Nice and quick there. Looking like we are back on here. We should be able to show you the grid as well. So let's hopefully start this working correctly? It seems like everybody's having tech issues here at the moment because it's not working here as well. Right, so we've got currently at the moment, Eric Chu is in pole position there with Sego Ma in second place. Tony Rodriguez will be in third. Okay, come on. You've got this. You can do this. So Eric Chu. Sego Ma, there we go, is in second. Tony Rodriguez in third. Then we've got going to have Alex Shen in fourth. Chris Rosales will be the number 5 man there as well, with Rich Lee in sixth. In seventh, we will have Jack Wishmeyer. In eighth, will be Stubbs Hillo there. In ninth place will be Eric Dong, and he'll be closely followed by Max Power in 10th. Then we've got Mario Hinojes in 11th with Michael Gilbert right beside him here in 12th. Arthur Chu will be in 13th with Nick Showalter in 14th. Matt O'Dore will be in 15th place. And then you will have Jaime Mendoza in 16th. Then you got Moses Cervantes Cabrera in 17th. And then the 18th is Raul Toba, and 19th is Cameron Fong there as well. So there we go. Right. Looks like we will be able to get some racing in here, and no further issues for anybody else within the session. Everybody will be able to get up and running. And, well, let's bring Biggles back into the booth there as well. Well, Biggles, that's good. We're back up and running and underway here.
I do apologize. I broke my dingo, didn't I? My pet dingo's chewing on those cables again, James. I told him not to chew on those cables. He keeps persisting doing it.
Yes, that wonderful.
He's not. He's just basically. The reason why, my friend, is because he loves Nissan Skylines for the GT3, the GT cars, and they're not here. Doesn't like McLarens. Doesn't like BMWs. Doesn't like Lamborghinis, Lexus, Ferraris. Yeah.
Just likes the Skyline. Hey, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he just likes the Skyline, my friend. That's it. But hey, that's his problem, isn't it? It's not these drivers' problems.
Well, that sounds like he's does sound like he's got a bit of an issue there. And why is it when he's got an issue?
Yeah. Well, because you don't mess with a dingo. All right, so no standing starts because you can't handle standing starts, guys. Have you
tried standing start in a car?
James,
you give us grief every single week.
Before the past, my friend, haven't we? We've gone through it in the past. You're like, you and the blue flags and stuff like that, right? Drivers. My pet peeve is like, you're a motor racer, right? You pull up to that line and you hit that gas pedal, and some of the best drivers can get the best results by cranking it anyway, James. That's a me problem. Let's go racing. Sunday drive racing.
Sunday Drive Racing is on a Monday. Bear with us, guys. I am trying to sort out the software here as well in the background, as there seems to be an issue with it currently as well. So this is not only Tony having technical issues, it seems like we're having technical issues up here in the JPP booth once more. But we are going to be up and running and underway. And as you can see, currently out in front is Sego Ma there as well, as they're heading down into turn one. And everybody at the moment, as they go through the chicane there, Biggles, everybody seems to be clearly through currently as well.
Don't you curse it, James. Don't you curse it. You know what happens when you say that. You get up to the next couple of turns and bingo, there's a pile up. But what a launch. What a fantastic launch. That's all you need to do. Get it done with up the road there. Don't worry about what's happening behind you, James.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we're going to find out very, very shortly how these drivers will get on here as well. Just bear with us for 2 seconds, guys. We're trying to sort out some tech issues up here in the booth at the same time. As well, which is wonderful there currently at the moment as I fight with the wonderful timing software we do have to try and give you an overlay, but at the moment it looks like Sego Mar is out in front and currently dominating the field once more. So great start from Sego there as well, and hopefully very shortly he talks like it's going to work. It should pop up on the screen there, Biggles. It's it's been a challenging morning so far for us, and hopefully it will be okay.
James, you've had a lot of technical difficulties before in the past, and many thousands of leagues that we casted and broadcasted, so don't worry too much about it, mate. Main thing is the cameras are pointing and all those fantastic drivers driving around the track as quickly as possible here in pineapple on your pizza or not territory, Imola.
What would you say? Pineapple on your pizza?
Well, I've been in this debate before, my friend. Italians don't like it, and I always say that's because you have bad pizza. But pineapple, my friends, that's it. You have great pizza, but bad pineapple. Come to Australia, great pineapple. Yeah, not so great pizza. So we need to flip that around a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see. Sorry, guys, bear with us. We are trying to bring you up some form of communication with the server there, and at the moment, it's just not loving any of it. So we are broadcasting blind at the moment with Sego Mar here out in front of this. Since his server reset, it seems to cause havoc with my software. So yeah, bear with us here as well. But yeah, give us 2 seconds, guys, while we try and resolve this issue. Seconds. Okay, guys, currently at the moment we have got no camera controls over the cars at the moment here as well. I'm not quite sure what's happened to the session, but we're getting no information sent from the session to us up here in the booth, so we literally have no control over any cameras. And I apologize if you're still staring at Sego Mar, and you know, we are trying to fight fires in the background, but at the moment I've just got no connection to the server. It just will not connect. I can't get any form of camera control at this moment in time. I'm not entirely sure what the situation is with the software.
It's like Sky TV or anybody casting a Formula 1 race. The pictures we get, it's what the pictures we have, and we can't do anything about it.
Yeah, exactly, and this is the problem we've got.
We don't have any timing tower either.
No, I've got no overlay, no timing software. I am literally trying to get as much stuff connected here as I can, and currently I'm just not getting any form of information sent from the server, so I'm not entirely sure what the server issue is or what problems they have had with it previously in the past here, Biggles, but clearly at the moment it is causing a little bit of a trouble. So bear with us here as well. Imola does say they've tried standing starts before, but there were so many incidents going down into turn 1.
Ah, you come on. You're professionals here. Some great racing rigs. That's just an excuse. But anyway, granted, of course standing starts produce incidents. That's why they're exciting. But
Yeah, exactly.
Going back to that, James, what would they have done years ago? Get those little pit board timing things out there and just hold them there, and so we'd have to read them as the drivers pass it, the pit road of the main straightaway, crossing the line.
I don't know
we
if
would
there's
who's
anybody that can
P1
do that.
and how many seconds they are behind.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody is able to do that currently at the moment. I'm not sure. Imola, can you run out and let us know what's going on currently at the moment? Because, as I say, at the moment we are just staring
He
at...
can hold the board up with 20 drivers there with a plus or minus interval between each driver. There you go. Come on, mate. Ted Cruz doesn't do it. Ted Cruz. Ted
Cruz? Who's he?
Ted Kravis does not do that. So if you do that, my friend, you may replace his job.
Well,
he's related
come
to
on.
Lenny Kravitz too, apparently.
Okay.
We're filling the void at the moment, everybody, at the moment, because James is scrabbling behind the scenes there in the production trailer. He doesn't realise that the dingo ate the cable.
Well, thanks very much for that. Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing. Yeah, obviously James does his best. I mean, you have literally put out fires before in the past there, James. So, right.
Well, I am.
They're getting a bit of a gap there. Looking at the pictures at the moment, so you can see the top 3. Just in the background, you have the third P3, and then I believe that they're getting a gap starting to form. But as to the gap, as to how much, unfortunately, we can't tell you that right now. But get your visual look at that. Your visual aspect of it. What do you reckon about your guesstimation would be the gap between P2 and P3? I'd say give or take about 1.5 seconds, and back to P3 to P4 will be about 1.5 seconds. These top 2, I have to say, definitely half a second between them, James.
Yeah, definitely at the moment.
Casting, my friend, without telemetry, we could pretty much guess it.
It's about 3 seconds back at the moment over Tony. I'd be surprised. Well, let's have a look. So 1. Yeah, probably about 2.5 seconds there as well. But we're still fighting here as well. But it's just...
The first ever JPB broadcasting without telemetry, but we'll still give you the best entertainment we possibly can.
Without overlays, without camera controls, it's all just gotten up here
and
in the booth.
guesstimating the deltas. There you go. So I think he got the fastest middle sector as well too, James. Just judging by that.
So we got Sega, we got Chu, Ma, Shen, and Rodriguez apparently. So,
thank you for that.
Yeah, so Imola finding out here for us as well.
Yeah, do you want to share some of the data?
Can you give us a timing tower, Imola, while you're there as well, and how much time we've got left? Because clearly at the moment our software isn't connected. I'm not sure. Literally, that was the problem. We were going into that qualifying and it was fun. It was done. As soon as we went into the race, everything stopped working. So, and now I just can't get connected with absolutely any programming software I've got here as well. 7 seconds from first to fourth. Go on, Imola. Maybe I'll just get text to speak, text to talk. Remember that as well? Teletext TV in the background. Where you used to get the little video printer comes up here. So yeah, I'm still trying. I just got waved out of the room. Oh, all right, never mind. Let's not do that then, Imola. I don't want you to get in trouble here either. So yeah, probably best you don't do that.
Yep. Hello, James. I'm back. I mean, technical communications between you and me as well, too. But
yeah, we are fighting it here as well. Bear with.
I'll tell you what. Those lovely liveries, my friend, P1 and P2 at the moment, as you said, Chu and Ma have a lot of great exposure there this evening.
Right, okay, guys, due to the problems that we've got at the moment here as well, we will be cancelling the broadcast. And I know that you're all going to be very, very upset, Yumna as well, and Charles and everything, but currently we cannot do anything. The server has stopped sending data to us. We can't change cameras. I can't bring you up a timing screen. I can't bring you up an overlay. I literally can't do anything. So we've been just speaking to the admins. They've basically said just cancel the broadcast for tonight. They're going to try and resolve their server issues that will allow us to get data sent, but at the moment it's just not giving us anything, unfortunately, here as well. So we're not able to show you anything apart from the leader running around on track all on his own, or so that's going to bring the end to this one, guys, as well. I do deeply apologise for all of these technical issues. We just can't broadcast like this. You'll have nothing and you'll stare at nothing. So until these server issues are sorted out, guys, and hopefully we will be back in a couple of weeks' time with round 4, of course. We will be up and, well, guess I'll go back to the Tears of the... Okay, go back to Tears of the Kingdom. I'm sorry, Yuna, and I'm sorry everybody else, but it's just one of them things that we're not able to control here currently. But look, for now, guys, take care. Have a great week. And from me and Biggles, we'll hopefully see you on the track sometime. Good night.